everybody knows what microbes are like. Why do we need television programs? They're all over the telly, and of course they are. And when you look at microorganisms on television, this is the kind of thing that you see. Microbes with silly faces on. And there's nothing very new about it, I may say. Here is an example from the Calgary Public Library site, with all the little microbes having angry-looking faces. And there's nothing new in this. Look at that circular field of view down the microscope with cartoon microbes. And now come back with me to the Victorian era. This was a drop of London water filled with microbes, and these are actually quite representative of some of the sorts that you might find, but they're all caricatures of the management who were in charge of the London water supply at that time. It's a political cartoon. And that was actually based on this very famous cartoon of life through a microscope. And again, you will recognise many of these as quite close to actual microbes, but they've all got little cartoony faces. Now, that was meant as a joke, but if you look on the Calgary site, it's got these organisms. I mean, this presumably is some kind of cholera organism, and we have ciliates and flagellates around as well, with their funny little faces and their jagged teeth. And in the bottom it says, these are what they look like magnified times 100. Nobody said they're not like this. The times 100 almost gives them authenticity. This is how the public see microbes. This is how the public see microbes. And the view of what germs are like occurs all the time on television, even in my favourite cartoon.
Are you aware that you've exposed your skin to a whole host of airborne debeautifiers?
No. This dermal magnifier will show the extent of the damage.
He's eating my beauty.
Try this rejuvenating lotion. It contains over 60 ingredients.
Whoa. I hope he didn't have children. Did he have children?
Millions of them.
Now, you see, that's all good, clean fun, except that it reminds us that that caricature view of microbes is what people actually mean. It's a bizarre fact that here we are in an era, and I said this before, I said this in a leading article in Nature in the 70s, that the public are familiar with the spiral molecule of DNA, with the craters on the moon, with the rings around Saturn. They know all this stuff. They've heard all about a living cell, and they could draw any one of them except a living cell. This is the thing which we're made of. It's the thing which predicates our life and our death and will eventually kill us, and the public don't even know what a cell looks like, although it's what they're made of. And the reason they don't is because of this tyranny, a banishment of microscopic images on TV. Here's an early American advert.
Today I get to clean the bathroom bowl.
Stuck with the nastiest job in the house? Make it vanish.
Vanish?
Total Action Vanish. Try it. See, Total Action Vanish lifts off water stains, disinfects, bleaches, even leaves a clean, fresh fragrance. You just brush and flush. Next time you're stuck with the nastiest job in the house, make it vanish.
And as the years went by, we lurched unsteadily into the 80s. The same kind of thing was still found on your TV programs.
I got the bathroom bowl blues. I've been meaning to start cleaning the bathroom bowl. Oh, it's the low-downest, bluest job in town. But with tough Gringoline, you beat the bathroom bowl blues. One little pour, never need more. Water turns green, falls till it's clean. Tough Gringoline beats the bathroom bowl blues. Yeah!
A neat bit of singing, you might think.
Yeah.
Now, as the years went by, people began to realize that you could use cartoons in a kind of quasi-educational fashion, like this example.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Aren't you forgetting something?
Look, if this is about my room, I'll clean it up after I get a snack.
I'm not talking about your room.
It's your hands. You can get all kinds of gross things from dirty hands. All day long, germs get on your hands. Hand washing with soap is the single most effective way to keep from catching germs from someone else. If you wash your hands with a bar of soap, you remove 95% of the bacteria on your hands. You'll be a germinator.
Cool. I want to be a germinator.
Not only will you be healthier, but you won't pass germs on to your family or friends. So, let's learn the right way to wash your hands.
What a charismatic little actress. I'm sure she ended up pumping gas or working from home.
Not to me! I'm the first germ ever to conquer this area! Oh no! Domestos! Rinblock! Retreat!
Extra fresh gel stripe and victory over germs flush after flush. New Domestos Rim Block. Millions of germs will die.
Now there's a Canadian one. And what about this from Czechoslovakia?
Dožívajte blok. Užívajte si bakterie.
Jasně, šéfe. Oni si myslí, že nás to zabíjí.
A my se rozmnožujeme. Čo to tu voní a je to tak...
Osvěžujúce.
Čože? Nový Domestos Bacti Stop!
Nikdy jsem nič také osvěžujúce necítil.
Vyblázni, veď nás to zabije! Nový Domestos Bacti Stop likviduje baktérie a zároveň osviežuje.
An update on our bathroom invasion plan, number 2.
In 24 hours, our numbers have multiplied to 8 billion. So, just one flush will spray our germs into the bathroom.
What? New Domestos 24-hour?
Oh, it's so thick.
Use daily for 24-hour protection from flying germs.
Now you may have noticed there was a kind of a green flash that came out of the lavatory bowl. And in the 70s, Domestos actually were showing genuine germs. They also had a TV commercial with the bigger, this time, green flash coming out of the job. And they then showed magnified droplets containing germs. Now, this is idiosyncratic in the sense that the coliform organisms you can see are imaged clearly through a scanning electron microscope and aren't moist and juicy and living as they really are. But nonetheless, they are actually germs. And there are nations where germs, actual bacteria, are put in front of the public. There was a time when we were. It's only now that it's become dumbed down and so superficial that people think that the public can't take it. Now, in other countries, where they are more philosophical, and where they put a far higher emphasis on the highest conceivable standards of education, people expect to see bacteria, actual real germs on their commercials. Look at this example from India.
होमवर्क किया?
कब का माँ?
हाथ धोया?
कब का माँ?
डेटॉल से?
भूले हुए हाथों में भी होते हैं कीटाणु जो कुछ ना कुछ छूने से आ जाते हैं। इनसे फैलती हैं बीमारियां। सिर्फ डेटॉल हैंड वॉश है इंडियन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन द्वारा प्रमाणित, जो दे कीटाणु से 10 गुना ज्यादा सुरक्षा, ताकि आप रहें हेल्दी, जिएं स्ट्रॉन्ग।
बीमारियों को गुड बाय किया?
कब का माँ?
चुनिए अपना डेटॉल हैंड वॉश।
Dettol, 100% sure.
And please notice that there was a microscope shown in that commercial. It was the right sort of microscope and it was correctly set up. It was being used properly, marred only by the fact that there was no slide on the stage. But otherwise it was okay. And now let's go next door to Pakistan and see what their television makes. Now, Pakistan at the moment is not exactly considered much of a friend, an intimate chum, a family member of your country or of mine. And I'm sure that as soon as the word Pakistan comes up, that you picture people swathed in grubby blankets, living in caves. Well, this is what Pakistan National Television regards as their standard television commercial about ways of controlling bacteria.
क्या अली फिर बीमार हो गया? रोज आम एंटीबैक्टीरियल साबुन से नहाता है, फिर भी बीमार हो जाता है। बस अपनी ख्याली दुनिया में खोया रहता है। जरासीम ख्याली दुनिया में नहीं मरते, इसीलिए अब माँ की दुनिया में, यानी नए डेटॉल सोप की दुनिया में। नया डेटॉल सोप नए पैक्स मैक्सिमम प्रोटेक्शन फॉर्मूला के साथ, जो जरासीम, वायरस और बैक्टीरिया से दे मैक्सिमम प्रोटेक्शन, जो कोई आम साबुन ख्यालों में भी ना दे पाए। यही नहीं, भरपूर मॉइस्चराइजर्स और मुनफरिद खुशबू, तभी तो हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं। ले आई ना तुम भी इसे माँ की दुनिया में। हाँ, डिटॉल सोप की दुनिया में, जिस पे है हर माँ को भरोसा। माँ की दुनिया में सब मेरे।
So if you wish to go to a country where you will see actual bacteria on advertisements about bacteria, don't go to Europe or the United States. Go to India or Pakistan or some other great nation where they value education in a way that we used to